What's the worst thing your step-parent ever did to you? After my mom and stepdad got married, she booked us a family trip to the Bahamas. I was dreading going with my stepdad. He'd always compare me to other boys and say I was a wussy, just because I was more nerdy than I was sporty. I knew the trip wouldn't go well, and on literally the first day there, booked a boat to take the three of us on an evening ride at a secluded beach. Well, on our second day there, he used his boating license to book us a boat and took the three of us on an evening ride to a secluded beach. As he docked, I saw a six-pack emptied out by his seat and feared what was to come. He was always worse when drunk. Anyways, as I peered into the water, I noticed a fin pop in and out. "Mom, I see a shark!" I screamed, and she ran over to look. Sure enough, there was a family of sharks swimming close by our boat. "Get in the water with them, kid," my stepdad said, but I shook my head. "I'm scared of sharks and I don't know how to swim," I said. Then, a familiar look swept across his face, and I knew something bad was about to happen. "Well, the easiest way you can learn to swim is by being in a situation where you have to," he said. I glanced up at him just as he took another swig of his beer. I had a terrible gut feeling. Before I had the chance to back away from him, he grabbed me by an arm and a leg before swinging me in the air and tossing me into the ocean. As soon as my body hit the water, I was panicking. "Help me, Mom!" I screamed as I began thrashing like crazy, but when I looked at my mom for help, all I could see was her crying and yelling at my stepdad, who was laughing. He then looked back over the railing and down at me. "Swim, kid, swim," he joked, while holding a beer bottle in the air. That's when I felt something touch my body. I remember fully believing this was how I would die. I let out a scream and thrashed harder than ever, but luckily, what had touched me was a lifebuoy. I grabbed it as hard as I could, and I looked over to see my mom frantically pulling me in. We were both crying, and my stepdad was just rolling his eyes at her, telling her this is why I'm a soft kid. Once I got on board, my mom pulled me in and clutched me to her chest. "Are you okay?" she cried. I nodded as I gasped for air. "How could you do that to him, you a-hole?" she yelled at my stepdad, but instead of feeling any remorse, he chuckled as he said, "Those are nursing sharks. They don't hurt nobody." That night, I overheard my mom calling her divorce attorney.